Hi everybody, I'm Dr. Randall Jorgensen, the Bounce Back Blind Guy and newly minted Ambassador of Personal Development. Sounds great, doesn't it? Yeah, thanks to a group of North American business owners who gave me that sobriquet, so thanks guys. Everyone, welcome to Transforming Adversity into Opportunity, my story, your story. Today we're going to continue on with my brand new program, and we're going to talk about nutrition today, because in Thrive Alive what you'll find is there are my 9 pillars of wellness, and we're going to start with nutrition. And nutrition meaning the best diet that's for you, and there's not a one-size-fits-all, by the way, no matter what you read out there. And the diet book industry is a multi-billion-dollar industry, so there are things that we all need to survive and to thrive, right? But everything is individual, so there is no one diet that fits everyone, because not all, but most of us have food allergies. And that's the good and not so good about being individual, because with all the foods out there, some we can digest well, some we have enzymes for, but some we don't, and we'll have to figure that out. So for you, whether it's weight loss, feeling better, being less fatigued, getting more energy, being more brain alert, slowing down or preventing brain decline or dementia or the very well-known Alzheimer's, it all comes from what you eat, what you put in your body. Okay, and then we'll get into fasting later on in this segment here, but our ancestors have learned, and with certain SNPs, which is our gene mutations, that just not eating for certain periods of time allows your body to recover, and we'll talk about that in a minute. So here, the right diet for you is, we'll have to figure it out, because for your years on earth, starting from your parents and hopefully breastfeeding, which is the best way to gain nutrients and gain health in your immune system, is breastfeeding. Okay, and so with that, that's our natural start to a good life. But as you age, what you'll find is that a good combination of plant eating, more vegetables and fruits, okay, and whatever, if you eat animal protein, moderate to low, some of that, and keeping your intake of fats, moderate, and good fats, of course, and these are vegetable fats. And if you eat animal products, you'll get saturated fat there. And like I said, you just keep it moderate, but the high amounts of saturated fats are not good. And we come to refined sugar, okay, the sweet stuff, the good stuff, the as far as the cakes, cookies, pastries, croissant, breads, all the goody stuff, right? However, refined sugar and wheat, and like I said, we've only been eating wheat as a civilization for about 10,000 years, so we don't have the enzymes to digest it. And you've heard of gluten, and that that's only one part of wheat. There's 23,000 other different type of proteins in wheat. And so we want to keep that to a minimal or eliminate it, if you can. The other is dairy. Okay, you think, wow, dairy, everyone does that, right? Well, dairy has not been, with our humanity for all that long. And 1,000 years ago, we've had a genetic change where we cannot digest certain type of dairy, which we call A1. And so if you do drink or consume dairy products, search for the A2 variety. We seem to digest that better. But once again, keep that to a minimal amount or eliminate it. Okay. And as far as vegetables go, any kind of fiber is good, because with plant fiber, which is good for your gut, and you've heard of the gut microbiome and digestion, is that fiber produces these two substances called butyrate and acetone, and acetate, and that helps to heal your gut lining, and that comes from the fiber in vegetables. And they're short chain fatty acids that end up being healing. And within that gatekeeper, one cell layer thick that lines your gut from that's from your mouth all the way to your butthole, and like I said, there's only one cell line, is mucus producing cells. And that there is something called a bacteria called Artemisia muciniphila, which helps consume the mucus. And you go, well, why does that do? It seems like it's counterproductive. No, with that microbe present, it helps to create more mucus growth, by eating it. And so that is a protection mechanism, and that has helped along the way with the butyrate and acetate. Okay, from fiber. So fiber is very good for you. And like I said, can you see the relationship between the earth and plants and how we live? So as far as for you go, what you want, and as far as if you're looking for weight loss, it's finding the right diet for you. And in our modern age that is full of toxins, okay, from the glyphosate that's sprayed on crops, which ends up getting in you and collecting in you, okay, it disrupts your microbiome, which are microbes like bacteria, like parasites, like fungus, like molds. And what happens is that there is a nice commensal balance, meaning a harmonious balance with all those microbes that help. And this you'll have to kind of wrap your head around, is that helps your body regulate the genes, to up and down regulate them, so for better health. So with all the little tiny critters in our body, we're about 10% actually human cells and human DNA. The rest is microbial, which is bacteria, which is parasitic, which is fungal, which is mold. Okay, and the distinction is that viruses, and that's become a very popular topic lately, right? Viruses are technically not living. And so with all the kind of garbage out there that you're listening to now, is that you can't kill something that's not alive. Okay, you just can't. And anyway, so just keep that in mind. And while you're desperate and you're listening to all the propaganda out there of get injected with this, and government wants you to be stuck with this and jabbed with this, blah 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 blah. Okay, that's poisoning, because we weren't meant to do that. You were given an immune system that is fed by good food. Okay, and that's over the years, your parents learning from your grandparents, learning from their parents, learning from their parents, is food combinations, and what works, and what tastes good, and what combines well. And this is all regional, of course, and seasonal. What's in season? The good and bad about refrigeration is that you can have anything, anytime that you want, because you can put in the refrigerator for cooling or in the freezer, right? Convenience, but sometimes that works against us. So eating seasonally might be a consideration for all of you. But for losing weight, for living a longer life, for maintaining brain health, for maintaining your muscularity, okay, maintaining a good heart health, so you don't get a heart attack or stroke or things like that, or diabetes or any kind of the other autoimmune diseases, is that you must regulate what you put in your body, what you put in your mouth, because that is a single key. And yes, you might have a food allergy. You might. Okay, so a best way to start is with an elimination diet. You find out what works for you, because look, after a meal, you'll have to ask yourself how you feel. Tired, sluggish, you can't think, you just want to, put your feet up, you want to go to sleep. Okay, or you can't digest foods. Your tummy is sore, you get either constipated or you get diarrhea. You have to look at these things, and it comes from the food. Okay, and so just because foods might be on that good food list, okay, it may not be the right thing for you, because let's take blueberries for example, antioxidant and great color, in there with a lot of flavonols, and that's wonderful, right? But what if you're that one that has an allergy to it? It's not good for you. You're going to have to figure it out and eliminate it and get it from someplace else, or come back to it later. And so initially, for all of you here, start with eliminating or limiting dairy. Eliminating or limiting it, okay, all dairy, okay, and anything wheat. Eliminate it, get rid of it, or limit it to very low portions, because both are inflammatory. Both are inflammatory. The other is vegetable oils, like canola, safflower, sunflower, Crisco, Wesson, things like that. Get rid of it. That's I think probably worse than sugar when it comes down to it. Worse than sugar. And so anyway, for heart health or brain health, eliminate that for a while and see how your digestion goes. It's probably going to improve. Now, the refined sugar, think about this, is that it's been going up, every year for, hundreds of years. And yes, sugar makes things taste better. And we use sugar, which becomes glucose, in our body for fuel. But we ended up having too much of it, because now it's almost in every single product that you buy, on the market, along with iodized salt, which is not sea salt, and sea salt is or Himalayan salt or something like that is magnesium, which we need for calm muscles and for good sleep. So get rid of the vegetable oils, which are not productive for you. So when you talk about diet, and especially in this segment here, find out foods that work for you, and have a good balance of plants, vegetables, and fruits, and of course the more colors, the better. Okay. And the fiber is very good for you, and because of the fiber, sugar is released more slowly, so that it's not going to spike, and thusly allows your body to digest it properly. And so that's a good way to not be on that diabetic or pre-diabetic list. And this can also help the type 1 diabetes people. Okay, and that there's ways to work with those folks. And if you need help, please let me know. Okay. Whether you eat animal protein or not, you're going to need some kind of protein, and I think you can get it most from the vegetables and fruits. But if you're going to eat animal products, okay, make sure that whatever animal you're eating is grass-fed, gets plenty of sunshine, okay, and can graze and move around outside, and not confined to corrals or stuck inside. And those factory farms where they stand shoulder to shoulder and basically living in their own poop and pee, and stressed out by eating things they're not supposed to eat. Instead of grass, they're fed corn and soy, which are GMO, and genetically modified, because that's where our lives have kind of gone. And so the animals are being poisoned, they're stressed, and that's what you eat, poisoned meat. So if you're going to eat animal flesh, make sure that these animals eat grass, that they live outside, that they get a lot of sunshine, okay, and that they're not stressed, and they're happy, and honor them when their lives are taken. Honor them that they've given up their lives so you can live. Okay. The other is that any kind of processed flour, processed oils, the vegetable oils, the omega-6 oils. Get rid of them. You don't need them. That's what's going to slow you down, because your body hasn't seen that, and thusly they can't digest it. Anything GMO, anything genetically modified, is a foreign substance, and your body cannot recognize it, and you stress out your body, and that will cause inflammation. Inflammation, you've heard that word before, right? What does inflammation lead to? Inflammation leads to illness, and you've heard of all that on the list too: cancer, heart attack, diabetes, okay, multiple sclerosis, okay, arthritis, things like that. And you can eliminate a lot of that with the tiredness, and brain fog also lifts, where you get to think more clearly, and that plaque doesn't build up in your brain that's associated with Alzheimer's. So a lot can be done with diet, but it has to be specific to you. Okay. If you need more information, let me know. And have people watch this video, because I can help them with that. But there are 9 pillars to wellness. We've touched on the first one, which is nutrition and food and diet, and let's move on from there. So please contact me if you have any information. My email is mirabelle.nozawa@gmail.com, mirabelle.noz, like in zebra, AWA@gmail.com, and let me know what I can answer for you, whether it's losing weight, becoming vibrant, becoming healthy, becoming fertile. There's infertility stuff going on right now with all the toxins out there, all the stress that's not requited, people that aren't exercising, folks that are stressed out. There's an infertility problem we have globally, so when we can fix that too. Okay. The other is happiness, and to feel well and joyous every day, to get great sleep, and that's renewing. Okay. And all ties in to nutrition and that diet, and I'm going to use that word diet, that's specific to you. What works for you? Because food is supposed to be nourishing as well as uplifting for you. And you don't want a stomach ache, you don't want diarrhea or constipation, you don't want to feel fatigued, you don't want to be tired, you don't want to be in a bad mood. It should lift you up where you're happy, joyous, full of energy. Okay? And if food doesn't give that to you, you're eating the wrong foods. So, I'm Dr. Randall George Nozawa. Contact me if you need help, and if you find this video valuable, please share it with all whom you know, and let me know if I can help. Take care. See you later.